Yo, man, welcome to Black Man's Thoughts, man. I haven't done one of these in a while, some boxing. We'll talk some boxing, man. I guess Charlo's, man, been calling out a lot of people, man. He put a picture on this, I think it's an Instagram, where a lion is eating a shark. I guess they say his references to Earl Spence, since he's the big fish. He had a lion going at a giraffe for Fundora. And recently he had one against a lion tearing apart a Philly boot. And I heard that Boots has responded, saying you got the wrong boot. Have one smash, have a Timberland one smashing a lion. So the 154 division is actually looking pretty good, man, to be honest with you. I definitely would like to see Spence come back, but Spence versus Charlo, I don't want to see that right now, man. I remember he talked about not being able to spar for 6 weeks for Crawford, man. He's talking about he got ring rust and his timing was off. Well, you know, he's been out for 2 years, both of them. So if we're going to get the fucking fight, even though they're both in the same position, I want one when they're at their peak. You know, because these were two apex predators at one point in time. You know, so I don't want them rusty. I don't want no excuses. We get to see who's better. You know, I kept hearing that, Spence used to whoop up on him in sparring. So this will be a nice little chance to see it, you know. Again, they both been out for quite some time, man, and we need to know what we get, man. All this, you know, I'm going to do this is my division, bro. You've been out for 2 years, homie. 2 years, bro. I don't know no sport where a person can be out for 2 years and just come back and like, oh, this is mine. Like, no, you got to work your way up. I think that's what's wrong with boxing. You know, we got to start making these fighters fight each other. We got to start making them have better advice, man. Some of their management is crazy, man. You telling this fighter that it's okay for him to talk about I don't have no tune-ups. What are you talking about? You need one, man. You've been out the ring, man. The product, don't water the product down because of laziness. You know, if you get in the ring and you know you got broken ribs, you get in the ring and you know you got shit wrong with you, you know you got injuries that's going to stop you from fighting at your best, don't water it down, man. Don't make people pay full price and then you ain't even ready to fight. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, man. But yeah, you got the Canelo, Crawford. I got some videos. I want to talk about. I got some video. I did one. Hopefully, upload. I don't know what's going on, but talking about Canelo's good counter-punching abilities versus Crawford's great counter-punching abilities. And I'm saying that Canelo with that size and power matches Crawford's counter-punching, even though it's not naturally as good. It's great. It's good enough because it's so strong. It's so strong and he can do so much damage with the power. So it evens up on the counter-punching. So we're talking about going to the body. They both going to go to the body because, Canelo going to test them legs. Canelo going to test them legs with that extra weight, especially in the champion later rounds. And I know Crawford may be looking to do something that a lot of people don't do, is consistently go to the bottom for Canelo. But Canelo's been hit with a lot of power punches. Triple G, he's been hit with a lot of good power punchers. And I seen Better BF get rocked by Bivol a few times. I seen Canelo take Bivol's best punch and keep going. So I'm interested to see what Crawford can throw at Canelo that can make him respect him. Everybody talking about his power is real, but again, this is 168 pounds, man. And this is you getting punched too. This is Canelo hitting your legs, hitting your elbows, hitting your hips. You ain't never been at this weight. You ain't never carried this weight on your legs like this. It's going to be an interesting fight, man. What y'all think about this whole Charlo situation, man? What y'all think about Charlo? What you think about Spence trying to come back? Do you think that Canelo is slick enough to take away some of Crawford's great accuracy, great counter-punching? I think Canelo's a lot slicker than what people think, man. That boy, he may not be slick by his feet moving, laterally and cutting off the ring, but his hand movement, man, I've seen this man block a lot of punches, bro. keep moving. He may not be Canelo of old in that aspect, but I think he still ain't no slouch when it comes to slipping punches. You know, Canelo ain't in there just taking massive punishment. I ain't ever seen nobody just go in there and just start whooping his ass. I thought Caleb Plant was winning up most of the fight to the very end. But everybody else, man, I don't think Canelo was really phased. Bivol beat his ass, but you know, that's a bigger dude. I understand why Canelo doesn't always want to move up too. You know, I do think he ducked David Benavidez, but you talking about someone who 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", goddamn rehydrate up to 200 pounds, and this dude 5'8", fighting at 168, maybe rehydrate to 180. I just think that, man, that's a big task, man. That's a big task, man. Yeah. Also, you know, you got Devin Haney versus Brian Norman coming. I don't know what's going on with Teofimo and Shakur either, man, because I've heard that Keyshawn has petitioned to be the #1 contender, I think, for Teo. I got to look at that again, but I know he petitioned to fight Teo somehow. So I want to see. They all probably end up fighting some kind of way, man. But yeah, he's going to fight Teo at 140, I'm thinking. He's trying to. So I wonder what, you know, Shakur trying to fight him at 135, 140. Got to be in at 140. So they might as well just stay there. Don't tell me you're a 135 fighter, but now all of a sudden you pick and choose who you want to go with 140 for it. Ain't that what Tank did? He said Barrios and him hit was hitting, and he was unsure, and he's a 135. Why do 130? Why do 135? And now you fighting Jake Paul, man. None of this shit makes sense, man. But that's what's killing the sport of boxing, I think. You know? We need to start letting local fighters get on TV, man. I'd like to know who some of these good fighters is here in Charlotte, Ohio, man. Put these boys on TV in the local, man. Local TVs, man. But anyway, like, subscribe, share, man. Let me know what you think. What you think about Spence, Charlo. What you think about Canelo, his counterpunching versus Crawford's counterpunching. Who do you think has the edge? Let me know.